Testing some brushed angle grinders today, mainly just to see how the new dyno here performs. Got an adapter I made to go from thread to shaft. Then we have the load cell and RPM inside here. Got a converted motor, which is going to be the load. That load is created by 3 DC load cells, which are controlled by 3 separate stepper motors, being controlled by 1 motion controller. So if I hit run, you can see the amp load climb. So the data from the sensor is being fed into the computer, giving us watts. Alongside that, I have an additional load cell here I can turn down manually. This will allow us to drop down to somewhere around 5,000 RPM and see exactly how many watts the tool is producing at that RPM. Battery wise, for max watts out, pretty much what we'd expect with the Bauer here. Angle grinders are highly demanding for amps, and you can see it here with very poor performance with the 1.5 and 3 amp hour, with a jump up there to the 5 and the 8. DeWalt, pretty much the same story. Definitely don't want to be running the 2 amp hour, but the 4, the 5 are pretty much the same. And you get a little bit of a boost there going up to that 5 amp hour power stack. And then even running the 15 amp hour flex volt, there is a little bit of a jump there in watts. Denali, yeah, if you're running the 2 amp hour, not very good. But here we don't see as much as a boost, but there is a jump up there when we go to the 4 amp hour. Hyper tough, definitely don't want to be running that 2 amp hour, 4 times the power here almost with the 4 amp hour. So max watts here in comparison, yeah, the Hyper Tough, Bauer, and the Denali right around the same, but the DeWalt running that 5 amp hour power stack is pretty much double the other 3 tested here. Even if you were running the 4 amp hour regular XR battery, it would be coming in at somewhere around 700, so quite a bit higher. Pretty much the same thing we see here when we load down to 5,000 RPMs. But the HyperTough actually falls short here compared to the rest. And the DeWalt again comes in at double the watts versus the Bauer and Denali. So here we have cost of the tool only, cost if it comes in a kit, the model, where it's made, warranty, RPM, and tested RPM. So overall, the Denali here, pretty poor performance, kind of basically the same thing we've seen with the cordless drill there. It definitely would be something to consider if the price was maybe around $50 for this kit. But coming in at $120, yeah, way overpriced. It's nice that it does use skill batteries, and you could take these batteries and maybe if you upgraded to the Core 20, use the batteries into the Core 20. Guard's got pretty easy adjustment there with this push down tab. I do like that the handle has the built-in tool here for the nut, and the handle has 3 positions. And it does come with 1 grinding wheel. HyperTough, yeah, similar performance. Comes in at a much better price. We're talking $60 for the kit versus at $120. Similar adjustment here with the push button for the shield. No holder for the tool, but 3 position. And it does come with 1 grinding wheel. Bauer, cheapest one here, tool only, coming in at $30. So decent performance with this tool for the money. Adjustable shield by the latch here. Tool's not stored in the handle. Handle is only 2 position there. You don't have top hold. Does come with that tool. But what I hate about some of this stuff with Bauer is like this tool, they don't even provide you with a grinding disc or cutoff wheel. You just get the tool itself. And like I said before in the past, I really wish we would get a extreme battery for Bauer, similar to what Hercules got, because these battery packs are not the greatest. DeWalt actually here coming out on top with about double the performance there in watts. Got those slotted positions with that adjustment lever there for the lock. So the tool is not stored in the handle. Handle only has 2 positions. Now in this case, the tool is actually an Allen. So an Allen fits in this nut, This is the first time I've actually seen this design. Pretty good if you lose the Allen. You should, of course, have an Allen set laying around. And the wall also comes with one grinding disc. One thing I do like though, if you are doing surface grinding, this grip is quite interesting here. It's a lot more narrow, of course, than holding a big grinder. So it's a lot more comfortable, and you have an actual lock there to lock the trigger out. I understand why this is a hot seller on Amazon there with like $1,000 a month. From my research, they did offer this with Craftsman at one time as well, but now that's moved to brushless, and I'm sure this will be obsolete here quite soon. But if you're looking for something cheap, brushed, made in Mexico, not in China, this might be an option. I'll leave the links below like normal. Again, this was mainly just to test the dyno setup, to know where it stands. I'm gonna have to upgrade it a little bit, of course, there with a bigger motor and a couple more load cells, but now I got a good idea, and we can go ahead and hopefully within the next couple months be testing larger brushless angle grinders and even corded grinders. So hopefully you enjoyed this short video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.